Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, in her first ever podcast interview.
I just threw up a little in my mouth.
With all things, it's making me emotional.
I have full body chills right now.
I am physically nauseated watching that clip.
You see, this is what happens when you bring the first black woman into the royal family. Yeah.
She's an American member of the British royal family, an entrepreneur, author, actor.
Well, she never stops whining.
I'm searching for something to like about her, and it's so hard.
But I just can't stand her. I just think she's such a phony.
If you don't like her, it's not your fault. It's because she's extremely unlikable.
All the young women in particular who work for her quit in tears. She so wore them down and was so nasty.
She has the non-it factor. It's amazing. She's actually good at this.
Was Meghan Markle's emotional podcast appearance a genuine moment of vulnerability or a strategic move for attention?
During promotion for Suits, she was joking with one of the photographers that she can cry on command. Left eye, go. And then you watch a tear fall down her face, and then she starts cackling because she's so proud of herself that she was able to cry on cue. If you look at pictures from Queen Elizabeth's funeral, there are only tears coming out of the one she says that she can cry on cue.
The Duchess of Sussex recently shared intimate details about her personal life in an open interview, but many remain skeptical about how authentic her emotions really were.
You know, she's saying some things that a lot of people are finding like very annoying and very cringy.
How many people do you know have to convince you that they're the happiest that they've ever been in their life? I mean, this is all a stage. You know, this is all just Meghan Markle's stage. We're expected to buy it.
And I found an old report card, from when I was at Hollywood Schoolhouse. Maybe I was probably Archie's age.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so inauthentic.
During her debut podcast appearance on the Jamie Kern Lima show, Meghan spoke in depth about her dual role as a mother and a public personality.
But she is a malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself while she simultaneously plays the victim.
I mean, the whole thing is just so painful. I've just picked one little clip.
My gosh, I work so hard. I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard. The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that, and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line, and what's the cadence of it. And
yes, the work ethic must just be grueling, writing social media captions, deciding what she's going to wear.
She mentioned how she writes nightly emails to her children, Archie and Lilibet, documenting special moments and reflections she hopes they'll value later in life.
Created for the kids these email addresses, but before I go to bed almost every night, I email them.
Wow.
Here's a report card from today. Or, oh my gosh, you said the funniest thing this morning. Or here's a picture of you two having breakfast. Or
I have full body chills right now.
Or your whole life. And here's everything and every moment.
And that's really the best way to identify a pathological liar is they lie about like crazy things. Like saying that you write an email to your kids every single night. Like it's just not true. It's unbelievable. So you're going to give your children 6,000 emails about themselves, an email a day when they turn 18 years old. Meghan is definitely someone that would read through 6,000 emails about herself.
While reading a touching note from her kids during the recording, Meghan appeared emotional as she discussed her hopes of being a good parent and the struggles that come with it. Yet critics quickly dismissed her tears as insincere, accusing her of embellishing her story for sympathy.
To prove that you're enough, to prove that you're pretty enough, to prove that you're smart enough, you prove that you're a good wife or a good friend. And I was like, I am just so done with the prove it game, because I know that I'm a great friend, and I know the kind of mom I am, and I know the kind of human being I am, and I know how I show up.
I'm a great mum, I'm a great wife, I'm a great friend. I'm also incredibly modest. I mean, what a boaster. Stop boasting about yourself. What's wrong with her? She is racked with epic insecurity, isn't she?
Not everyone found it moving. Commentator Megyn Kelly sharply criticized Meghan, labeling her a manipulative narcissist who schemed to join the royal family and exploit her status for fame and pity.
She's not important. She married for money. It's very clear she bagged the elephant. She was thrilled she became a, quote, princess. It was planned from the beginning. I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it. And
before they met?
Yes.
Social media users mocked Meghan's alleged obsession with herself, pointing out her past references to Harry as a vision board goal and how she reportedly said me over 50 times in one speech. long before the podcast aired.
She is seeking high-profile women that she wants to infiltrate their social circle, and she is reminding them, I'm above you. You want to be my friend because I'm HRH. The author of Pearl Power recently coming out and saying Meghan plagiarized her children's book. So what do you do? Because in Jamie Kern Lima's podcast, they tell us that she's saving women from sex trafficking by wearing a pair of jeans.
Then came ridicule from The View, where Meghan was teased for labeling a jar of jam with her full royal title, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex.
There are no heroes here. I find it a little bit cringe to give a gift to a close friend and sign it Her Royal Highness, but I find it way cringier and just very, very petty that Prince William is reportedly just waiting to take the throne and be king so that he could strip her of her title. I would never refer to myself as Her Royal Highness.
I want her to give me HRH. Can I?
Panelist Alyssa Farah Griffin called the gesture a bit cringy for a personal gift, while Whoopi Goldberg rolled her eyes and joked, "Wake me up when you're done," implying the real issue was Meghan flaunting her royal status. Even Sunny Hostin, who acknowledged the title was hers by right, admitted using it in casual notes came across more like self-promotion than sincerity.
She goes on, and H, he just loves me so much.
If you are a watcher of the royal family and you like secrets, you might want to sit down because this is a doozy. Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
Tell anyone who I was dating and he was keeping. So I think we were just on a letter basis.
Yeah.
It stuck.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Yeah. And still to this day. We'll all be on a play date or we'll be somewhere. There'll be tons of people there and he'll say M and you'll say H and your friends say M and it just is a thing.
It's a thing.
What could it be? A mystery for the ages.
But the criticism extended beyond just that one interview.
After taking a break, I guess, Meghan Markle is back and she has released a new Netflix trailer. If you're wondering why she's doing this, it's because she kind of sold her soul to the devil to afford the lifestyle of what it means when Oprah Winfrey is your next door neighbor. You got to make some money. They decided to sell out their family to Netflix, but Netflix did sort of a multi-deal with them.
British reviewers slammed the podcast for being self-indulgent and full of trivial complaints, with many saying it felt more like a platform for Meghan to praise herself. The Daily Telegraph went as far as calling it nauseating and draining, suggesting Meghan's ego, not her content, was the real focus of the show.
I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What's the title of her show? Love Meghan. For what? To watch? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie? All the little clips of her seem to attempt to show some reticence. They want her to appear demure and modest. She, has a modest little giggle or something. But the act of making a TV show about herself is not modest. It's not demure. She's not reluctant to speak. She really wants attention.
In the US, the backlash wasn't much softer. A celebrity chef even alleged that Netflix considered legal action after he described the series as artificial and difficult to sit through. Behind the scenes, sources reported the show didn't meet expectations and that Netflix agreed to a second season more due to contractual commitments than excitement. Even loyal supporters have noted the show leans heavily into self-focus. One royal reporter observed that each segment felt more like Meghan highlighting herself, with occasional guest appearances. It seemed more like Meghan interviewing Meghan than delivering the down-to-earth conversations she had promised.
Meghan Markle, people have been wondering what it is that she's going to do, because when she first did her Spotify series, and I think that deal was $25 million, Spotify lived to regret it immediately. It was scripted nonsense, feminist drivel. It was like, what are you doing? Having on various women that are super A-list talk about issues that nobody cares about. I'm not kidding. Like her first episode, she was describing how when she was a little girl, the teacher asked her to write a paper on her dream wedding. And she was like, oh, why? Why do women have to think about their wedding? Who wants to listen to a podcast of feminist dribble like that? I mean, it's just absolutely terrible.
At the same time, former staff members have reportedly revealed troubling behind-the-scenes behavior.
And when she started her own company, similar reports coming out from Montecito about how no one can work for her. She's a nightmare behind the scenes.
Several have described Meghan as volatile and difficult to work with, recalling instances where she allegedly yelled at and demeaned her team in both London and Montecito. They claim that the high staff turnover and ongoing reports of a toxic environment stand in stark stark contrast to the nurturing image she presents in public. Was Meghan's podcast an honest emotional release or a calculated move to stay in the spotlight? Personally, I feel like she's laying it on a bit thick with the life is beautiful narrative, kind of like Katy Perry. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.
My castle's too small. The queen was mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore, but I'm gonna put it all over my stationery and on the gifts that I give to my friends.